Passion is dancing, passion is running, passion is singing, passion is feeling sadness and crying, passion is feeling anger and expressing it, passion is feeling depressed and allowing it, passion is feeling overwhelmed and finding a way to enjoy it, passion is feeling fear and accepting it or admitting it. Passion is not feeling numb, passion is not hiding, passion is not putting a mask on and pretending like you're doing good. And I've all done all those things that passion is not. I do them regularly. It's only when I feel passionate that I start to let them down and giggle at them. In today's video I want to talk about two things, passion and numbness, and more importantly about one way to get out of them. So I've realised in the last few months that my purpose, which I've been searching for hard, or my passion, is to feel passionate, is to create passion in the world. Now your word for passion might be fire, it might be energy, it might be power, but really my life motto wants to be constantly creating passionate action, or in passionate action, because it fucking sucks to be numb. And as much as passion is my, what I drive for, I think I'm so driven towards it because half the time I'm feeling that numbness and it fucking sucks. As a man, I think, well, me personally going into what you call depression is a numbness, not sadness, it's emptiness of emotion. I think it's just the way men are sort of driven. If you're feeling sad after you've been numb, if you've been depressed for a while, feeling sad feels great. Crying feels fucking amazing because it's feeling fully, that's passion. So a few things have led me to this understanding and this video. One is doing Osho meditations and staying at a ashram in Tapavan in the north of India. And Osho's, I think went off the rails a bit, but his main motto was to celebrate life, celebrate all of it. And then I went directly to the Vipassana center, where that's a Buddhist philosophy is pretty much the same. Be in the moment, live it fully, experience everything. There's no pain or pleasure, just experience what is. And then I've just done the Australian Success Mastery course. And what I want to share is my way out, because it works for me, let's say 90% of the time. And it's choosing one thing to do in the day. And I'll show you, first of all, I'm going to show you how to find your one thing, and then I'm going to show you why it works. My one thing is pretty much exercise every day. If I get up first thing in the morning and exercise, it starts my day well. And I'll talk about, it doesn't have to be exercise, but it probably has to be what I'm calling now gratification, from the book Authentic Happiness, which I highly recommend you read if you want to feel happy, or if you're feeling shit and you want to feel better than that, by Martin Seligman. And he defines two things, there's pleasures and there's gratifications. A pleasure you can buy, basically. Sugar, alcohol, drugs. Not sex, because you've got to work for sex normally, but orgasm. So anything you can basically get an instant hit from. Now pleasure's not wrong or bad, but it has to be balanced out with an equal amount of gratifications, because pleasure can only give you a hit for so long, especially if you're using it to raise your mood from low. Gratification, on the other hand, is something that you've got to work for. So exercise, the way he describes it is gratifications often are something the thing you're doing when you're getting that flow state, when you're pushing your body or your limits a little bit. It doesn't have to be physically, it can be chess players and get to that state of flow, but it's something you've got to work towards. You can't just be a really good chess player on the bat. You can't just get fitness on the bat. You've got to go work for it. You can't buy fitness. It's pushing yourself a little bit, and often in the moment of a gratification exercise, you might not feel any real emotions at all. Like a hard workout, you don't really feel any emotions. You might be saying, fuck, this is hard, but it's pretty empty of emotions. It's only afterwards you feel good about it. It's only afterwards you're happy you did it. It can be anything from a long trek in the bush or whatever, something that's normally a bit of a challenge. Now, what I'm getting here is to find the one gratification for the day to light you up. Now, let me rewind a bit. You've got to first, I always talk about intention here. You've got to first choose an intention that you want to feel good. And that comes from saying this, I fucking hate feeling numb, or I fucking hate feeling bad. That's got to be first. Because if you're not sick of feeling numb and wanting to feel better, then you won't do a gratification, no way. Why would you put energy into something that's going to hurt? You've got to fucking hate feeling numb, first of all. And the thing is, the numbness of depression is actually, everything we do is serving us in some way. Every action we have, every word we speak has some positive intention, serves us in some way, maybe not the best way. Depression helps us hide from failure. If we feel low energy and we don't put ourselves in the world, we can't fail because we're not attacking anything. It helps us hide from our emotions when they fucking hurt so much we don't want to feel them. So for men are very good at switching off their emotions. It's actually, my opinion, my theory is that it helps us go to war, it helps us work in the situations when you don't want to feel empathy. When you've got to hunt, you don't want to be empathetic to the other person or to the animal too much when you're hunting or when you're fighting. So it's good in situations to be able to turn it off, but if it's done too much, you start to turn to that numbness again. And it's also good to be able to turn it off if you got really bad anxiety or you know, say for example, levels of PTSD where the emotion is so overwhelming your body can't take it, then it's good to be able to turn off those things. So it has a positive intention, it can serve you in some way, but often it's gone too far and we get to this point of fucking suck and we don't even know why it's there. And so, number one, you've got to choose the intention that I want to fucking feel better. This is bullshit. That's number one. Number two is you've got to choose a gratification that you know will work for you, not for me, for you. You'll have your own one. It could be doing gratitude, it could be meditating for half an hour, it could be going for a run. For me personally, it's exercise, normally running, especially putting some sprints in and working hard. All right, I'm going to tell you why I believe the one thing works, okay? First and foremost, you are putting a message out to the universe that the intention is so fucking powerful here, okay? The intention is the most powerful part. I want to feel good. I fucking hate feeling shit and I want to feel good. In fact, I want to feel good so badly that I'm willing to put myself in pain or something that I don't enjoy doing to see if it works, to see if it makes me feel good. Rather than lay in bed and hope, rather than sit on the couch watching Netflix and hope the next show makes me feel good. That is a recipe for disaster. If you're feeling shit and you're not putting some action into it, no wonder it's happening. Now I've done this to myself. I'm getting angry at myself here, but I want to put that through to you guys. You've got to put some work into it. You've got to want to feel good enough and feel like you deserve. I deserve to feel good enough that I'm willing to put some pain in, some work in that might be painful to feel that way. That's number one. You're sending that message out to the universe and to yourself. I deserve it and I want it bad enough. I'm willing to work for it. Number two, this is creating resilience, okay? If you are willing to go out in the world and face pain, a big part of depression is you're hiding away from pain in your life, okay? Whether it is emotional pain or actual overwhelm on the outside, it hides you away from that, which is great. It works in some respects. When you are willing to go out and consciously take on challenges, you're consciously taking on pain. It gives you the ability to handle the pain when it's thrown at you unconsciously. When I say unconsciously, by the universe. In fact, I've got a belief that pain has to be half your life, or pain has to be in life. That's what the Buddha says too. So you can either choose it or it will choose you. Either way, it's coming to you. So you can choose it or let it choose you in some way, whether it's an accident, whether it's sickness, whether it's some sort of, low moods. It will come to you regardless. You're creating a resilience to handle it by consciously putting yourself in a challenge. So why not find a conscious challenge that's somewhat enjoyable, your version of it, somewhere where you're putting your passion into it. The flow cycle in that book, Authentic Happiness, I was talking about, said that a lot of the people he studied were extreme sportsmen, rock climbers, guys riding motorbikes, but chess masters used to get in flow because they're passionate about it. They're fully in the game. You too can consciously put pain or work into a chess game because you've got to practice. You've got to be thinking about it in your mind. You're still putting mental effort and energy into something that can be painful if you fail. So that's a big part of it. And number three, the reason I keep saying exercise is there's the number one proven through studies, the number one thing that reduces depression is exercise. Better than antidepressants, better than therapy and everything. Check this statistics out on Google, okay? So that's why I say exercise is powerful. And I'm not sure if I mentioned it before, I think I did, but I'll cut this out if need be, is to do a powerful short burst. That takes discipline, 20, 30 minutes, rather than say, I'm just going to quit sugar for the day, or the positive is I will only eat real food, for example, only veggies for the day, no sugar. That also will probably help, but that's a whole day of discipline. If you're feeling low mood, your discipline levels are probably pretty low. That's why I recommend smash it out early in the start of the day, 20 minutes of hard. All you can do is get out the front door. Just get the discipline to get yourself out the front door, and then even if you don't run the whole lap, you walk it, you're just doing something. You're constantly taking action to feel better. That's important, the intention. All right, this video is going long, so I'm going to leave it there, but I hope that works for some of you guys, because I know it works for me. Even sometimes I still don't do it. Didn't do it this morning. I was up all night packing packing the house up for mum and dad, so I woke up really tired and still didn't do it this morning, but I'm doing it now. So I hope that works for you, and leave some comments below. If you're going through a shit time, contact me. We'll do some work. All right, homies, keep it fucking real. Live passionately. See you.